the forest of Congaree National Park during dusk. On the ground, there is an iPhone sitting in the leaves with a low battery symbol on the screen. It fades to black, then the title of the movie, The Unprepared, appears in a bloody red font. There is a wall with 3 nature-themed posters and a curtain on the right. Lola, a young woman with curly red hair and dark under eyes, rises up and holds her head.
What was that dream about?
She looks to her left and furrows her brow. There's a window leading to the forest. Outside, someone in a woodpecker costume peeks out from behind a tree.
That was weird. Well, I think I know what would make me feel better. I should go on a hike today.
Lola grabs a bag and begins pulling things out.
Let's see, here's my bag. Ukulele, don't need that. Get this trash out of here. What's this?
She pulls out a piece of paper and unfolds it.
The 10 hiking essentials? Let's see, navigation, insulation, first aid, tools, hydration, sun protection, illumination. I don't need this.
She crinkles and tosses the paper.
Whatever, I don't need that. At least I have water.
The water bottle is mostly empty and she takes a sip.
Should I call my mom before I go? I'll just call her when I get back.
Lola places the water bottle on her messy bedside table. It transitions to another bedside table in a different, cleaner room. A hand removes a tea bag from a mug. There is now a young blonde woman in a baseball cap and t-shirt. She sits on a nicely made bed beside a cell phone and sips the tea.
Hey Noah, did you still want to go hiking with me this afternoon? Awesome. You're the best big brother ever. Yeah, I always love bringing someone with me just for safety, and I always bring my pack full of essentials just in case we need anything. Yeah, I'll meet you this afternoon. Alright, cool. See you later. Bye.
She puts the phone in a backpack and leaves the room. Now in the breezeway of Congaree National Park, Sam, the young blonde woman, is standing in front of 3 large info boards. Noah walks in from the left wearing a button-down and a backpack.
Hey Sam, did you get a map?
I did, right here.
Nice. I picked this up on the way in. Did you pack all this stuff?
Noah hands Sam a piece of paper labeled The 10 Hiking Essentials.
Yeah, I got my water bottle, sunscreen, snacks, insect repellent. I also threw in an extra set of clothes, a flashlight, a pocket knife, and a first aid kit, so we're all set.
Wow, prepared. And those the hiking boots Mom got you?
Yeah, they are. I don't want to end up like Dad that one time. He went hiking in sandals.
Poor guy almost sprained his ankle.
Noah and Sam look to their right. There is Lola, the curly red-headed woman, walking through the entrance of the breezeway. She's wearing a flannel, shorts, sandals, and headphones. She trips over her own feet, then steadies herself.
Let's go ask the ranger if there's anything we should know about the trails.
Noah and Sam walk off. Lola is now in the foreground with her finger on her chin. Sam and Noah are in the background talking with a uniformed male park ranger.
I guess I'll just do the boardwalk. It looks easy enough. I don't need a map or anything.
Lola looks back at the others.
Maybe I'll talk to the ranger?
So, you guys are all set as long as you have your 10 essentials, you're prepared, stay alert while you're out on the trails. You shouldn't have any problems. And you should definitely take this, our self-guided boardwalk tour. While you're on the boardwalk, it'll tell you everything you want to know about the park. Can't go wrong with it.
Awesome, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Lola's gaze returns forward and she nods her head side to side.
On second thought, he looks like a square.
She draws a square in the air with her finger.
I don't need his help.
Lola walks out of the breezeway while eating a bag of chips. She drops the bag on the ground and continues walking. The ranger notices, raises his hands, and nods his head side to side. A woman steps forward, picks up the bag, and steps back again.
All right. Well, I think you all should be ready. So enjoy your hike. Have fun.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Now Sam and Noah are walking on the boardwalk trail. Sam is holding a map open.
If we stay on this wooden boardwalk, we'll get back to the visitor center in no time.
There are two paths, a dirt one on the left and the boardwalk on the right. Sam and Noah continue on the boardwalk. A montage begins with Sam and Noah staring into the distance. Noah points upward and pulls up a pair of binoculars with a wide open-mouthed smile. He hands Sam the binoculars and she looks through them. A woodpecker, which is clearly a puppet, is pulled off a branch by a string.
Look, it's an orb weaver.
Sam points. An obvious puppet of a spider is lowered off a branch by a string. The puppeteer's hand is in sight on the right.
Look, a box turtle.
Noah and Sam are crouched. Noah points down. A turtle puppet dances along a branch, the puppeteer out of focus and hiding behind a tree in the background. Now Sam is sitting on a bench drinking some water. A mosquito puppet flies towards her face and she swats at it.
A squirrel!
Now standing on the boardwalk, Sam and Noah both point. A squirrel puppet climbs up a tree and waves. Sam hugs the tree and kicks up her leg while Noah takes a selfie of them both. Noah and Sam smile while leaving the park. Now they stand side by side in the parking lot.
Thanks for hiking with me. It was a lot of fun.
See you next time.
Bye.
Now it is dusk in the forest. There's a sign labeled Wilderness Boundary with information about wilderness below. Lola is walking down the boardwalk and wearing headphones, bobbing her head. She walks up, bites her lip, then looks left and right. There is a dirt trail to the left, then a continuation of the boardwalk to the right. Lola raises her eyebrows, then takes the dirt trail. Lola rests against the tree.
I've been out here for a while. I think I went the wrong way. Maybe I should have brought a map?
A squirrel peeks out from behind the tree she is leaning on. She quickly walks away. Lola looks around. Behind her, the person in the woodpecker costume from the beginning peeks out from behind a tree. Lola removes her headphones and looks around. The woodpecker hides behind the tree again before she looks that way. Lola begins to run. She trips on uneven ground. She winces and crawls to sit under a tree. Lola's ankle is moderately bleeding. She finishes off the last sips of her water and shakes the bottle over her mouth. She frowns and tosses the bottle over her shoulder. She looks down at her phone. The screen is black except for a large low battery symbol. She grits her teeth and throws the phone aside. Back at the visitor center, the ranger from earlier is locking up the staff door. He looks toward the noise.
Huh. Sounds like those feral pigs are at it again.
The ranger walks away. In the forest, Lola's ankle continues to bleed. In front of her, just the bill of the woodpecker is peeking out from behind a tree. The woodpecker slowly emerges and walks forward. He spreads his arm and extends a hand towards Lola. She takes it. Lola is now standing with the woodpecker. He motions to the forest with his arm. Now in the breezeway, the woodpecker and Lola hug, and the woodpecker pats Lola's back and head. Suddenly, the woodpecker is gone, and Lola is smiling and hugging the air. She opens her eyes and jolts back with a confused expression on her face. Lola limps away towards the exit as words appear over the screen. They say, in 2017, National Park search and rescue teams were deployed for a total of 3,453 incidents in parks. 3.5% resulted in fatalities. New words appear. From 2009 to 2017, Congaree National Park reported that the top 3 contributing factors for search and rescues in the park were error in judgment, insufficient equipment/experience, and darkness. 96% of these rescues were for day hikers and for non-motorized boaters. The video is now completely faded to black and new words appear. Don't wait for an ivory-billed woodpecker to save you. Extinction is forever. The credits appear. Directed by Carly Sinclair. Carly Sinclair as Lola. Laura McInnes as Sam. Richard Joyce as Noah. John Manchester as Ranger. Catherine Byrne as Volunteer. Rainey Green as Conscience. Carly Sinclair, Writer. Rainey Green, Writer. Clayton Evans, Visual Design. Rainey Green, Audio Design. Patrick Winchell, Puppeteer. Greg Cunningham, Producer. Music by David Feslian at feslianstudios.com. The Congaree National Park and National Park Service logos appear with text underneath them that reads, "The NPS is dedicated to protecting the health, safety, and wellness of our visitors and employees." An image of a backpack, water bottle, sunscreen, tape, apple, compass, flashlight, pocket knife, clothing, emergency shelter, and first aid kit appears. Under it is text that reads, "Don't be unprepared. Bring your 10 essentials." Photo credit NPS/Lauren Miller.